A homicide suspect considered armed and dangerous is being sought by authorities following the shooting death of a woman inside a house on the western edge of Scottsbluff Tuesday evening. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, shortly after 5 p.m. yesterday, officers were called to the 1700 block of Avenue Z for what was reported as an argument that was possibly followed by gunfire. Scottsbluff Police Chief Kevin Spencer told KNEB News on arrival, officers found a 60-year-old female victim suffering from gunshot wounds, and medical personnel arriving about the same time attempted life-saving treatment. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. A large manhunt, including drones, was launched looking for a male suspect identified as 38-year-old David Saunders, who Spencer described as a black male, 5'11" and around 205 pounds. Anyone who may know of Saunders' whereabouts is asked to immediately contact their local law enforcement agency. Spencer said the name of the victim is being held pending notification of relatives, and a motive has yet to be determined. Well, Memorial Day is this weekend, and Scottsbluff County's Veteran Service Office is calling on the public to help make this year's event better than ever. Volunteers are being asked to meet at Fairview Cemetery on Saturday at 9 a.m. and Sunset Memorial Park Cemetery at 11:30 a.m. to help place flags on veterans' graves. On Sunday, the first memorial program will be held at Creighton Valley Cemetery in Gering at 2 p.m. On Monday, there will be public ceremonies starting at Fairview Cemetery in Scottsbluff at 9 a.m., followed by programs at West Lawn Cemetery in Gering, East Lawn Cemetery in Minutair, and Pleasant Hill Cemetery in Banner County. Again, on Tuesday, volunteers are being asked to return to Fairview and Sunset Memorial Park to help collect the flags that had been placed on veterans' graves. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
May is Beef Month, a time to celebrate the high-quality beef products that are raised by farmers and ranchers right here in Nebraska. With over 5 million cattle fed and marketed each year, Nebraska is the #1 cattle feeding state in the country. From steaks and roasts to ground beef and kebabs, Nebraska's beef producers take pride in raising safe, wholesome products that end up on dinner plates around the world. Join the beef community by celebrating Beef Month with your favorite beef meal tonight. Beef, it's what's for dinner in Nebraska.
Sponsored by Torrington Livestock Markets and Pioneer Animal Clinic. Back. A Scottsbluff woman caught trying to steal a car from a grocery store parking lot to drive to Connecticut instead got a one-way trip to the Gering jail. Jennifer Radomski told officers she had gotten the car as part of a protective custody deal. Further investigation revealed a hidden meat cleaver and stolen ATM cards in her possession. Police discovered that the car actually belonged to an employee at the grocery store. She was arrested on charges including attempted theft by taking and illegal possession of 4 or more financial transaction devices. Radomski is being held on a $40,000 bond and was arraigned on the charges on Monday in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, the Nebraska Chamber Foundation has announced the members of its new Leadership Nebraska class, including one member from here in the Panhandle. Gering Public Schools Community Engagement Director Jennifer Seibel is one of 30 to be part of Leadership Nebraska's 14th class. The 9-month program covers a broad range of key Nebraska issues, including economic development, workforce and education, agriculture and environment, healthcare, education, government, and policy development. Leadership Nebraska was founded back in 2006 to identify current and emerging leaders throughout the state, enhance their leadership skills, and deepen their knowledge of the challenges and opportunities facing Nebraska. And with summer right around the corner, it's time to think about keeping children eating healthy while school is out. Next week, the 2022 Summer Food Service Program will kick off with 6 Scottsbluff locations serving meals. Nutritious meals will be provided to all children 18 years of age and younger free of charge. In addition, this year there will be 2 mobile locations across Scottsbluff serving a sack lunch. This will allow all children in Scottsbluff to receive meals in their elementary attendance area. The schedule for all locations, as well as the mobile units, is available and can be located on our website at kneb.com. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell catches up with the Western Nebraska Pioneers ahead of their first game of the Independence League. kneb.tv News will be back right after this.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
It's time to say baseball season is back and summer is underway. School is finished, and by the end of the night, all 3 of our local baseball teams will have had officially started their seasons. The Western Nebraska Pioneers had their opener last night, rained out at North Platte, so planning on a doubleheader today to open the year. It's always fast and furious for the Pios at the beginning of the season, with second-year skipper Anthony Garcia just meeting the team for the first time on Monday when they held their only workout of the season.
No, it is crazy, and I'm just glad that I got to experience it last summer, so I kind of have an idea going into it, more of an idea. We actually had less guys here last summer, so we did a bunch of different things this year roster-wise that I think have really helped. But no, it's super fun seeing all the new faces, seeing the returners back in town, and we're really excited to get going tomorrow. I know all these guys are dying to play.
Garcia's back for his second year at the helm. He takes us through his baseball journey since he was last here last August, and then he'll tell us about how many guys are back from last year and the overall talent level he's expecting to have on hand this season.
So I went back to KU as the graduate assistant. I have one more semester left, and I'll have finished my master's, which I'm in 3 classes this summer, so I'll also be juggling that on top of this. But at KU, it was an unbelievable experience for me. I was there for 6 years as a player and as a graduate coach. So loved my time in Lawrence, and it's definitely time to move on, but I'm excited for what the future holds. But for now, I'm just really excited to be back in Gearing and play in front of these fans and get after it with these new guys. Yeah, I think there's around 10 returners, probably. I think it's around 10, but I'm super excited about the talent we have. Some of these guys put up some really good numbers, in the spring. That's kind of why we brought them in, and really excited to see them all get close and start playing as a team and play together, and hopefully we bring a lot of wins back to Gearing.
As one of the returners is a local legend, if you will, Paul Panduro, the former Bearcat, former Zephyr, former Cougar. He's back for another go-round with the Pioneers, and after a season at Pittsburgh State in Kansas, in which Paul helped the Gorillas to a third-place finish in the MIAA this season, and that included a 16-strikeout no-hit effort in one of his starts. The season you had?
I had my ups and downs there, but I think I grew as a person on the field and off the field. I matured, being my first year ever away from home. Just matured as a person. Got really better on the field mentality. Then, my performances stay the same, my miles per hour stay the same, my mechanics stay the same, just got really more mature as a person.
Another returner is pitcher Charlie Deeds, who said last summer was big for him before he headed out to South Mountain Community College in Arizona, and he's pretty excited to be back in Gearing this summer.
Just a tight-knit, small group. I had a lot of fun last year playing with Antonio. He's a great coach, pretty chill, relaxed guy, and just kind of loved the community feel here and loved that Oregon Trail Park was sold out almost every time. So wanted to come back and get another year under my belt.
And for the overall goals for the team this year, we'll turn it back over to the skipper for some final thoughts.
The goal is to develop these guys so they can go back to their programs, the best version of themselves that they can, and help their teams, win. But, for us, we want to win a championship. There's no doubt about it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that losing is fun and I want to come in third place. So I do expect this team to be able to compete for a championship, and that's exactly what I want to do.
Again, the Pioneers opener last night at North Platte was rained out. They'll play a doubleheader today with coverage on KNEB starting at 3:45. Also tonight, the Gearing Platte Valley Company seniors hosting Alliance. Gearing won their season opener at Sydney last night. Coverage with Jeff Kelly tonight on KMOR at around 7 o'clock. And at Cleveland Field, the Zephyrs beat Torrington on Tuesday 14-7. They'll play at Ogallala coming up tomorrow. That is the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, tickets for the entertainment lineup at the Scottsbluff County Fair will be going on sale early next month. Fair manager Lana Hubbard says sales begin on June 1st for those who want to see Parmalee, with tickets available starting June 8th for the rubber trek race, tractor pull, and a Thursday night event that's still to be announced. Hubbard tells KNB News all tickets will be general admission, and with the current state of economics, they've tried to make them as affordable as possible.
You know what, we're here, we're providing, good entertainment for the community, and, people are so supportive, and so we appreciate that, and, I think fair time is a time people like to get together. It's tradition for a lot of people and families, and so, we just do our best to see and try to bring in good things that they'll enjoy.
Tickets for the Champions Challenge, the PRCA Extreme Rough Stock Rodeo, which takes place on August 1st, are available online now through haugrodeo.com. Details on prices are in our story at kneb.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm off for the long weekend, so hope to see you all back here on Tuesday.